Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're doing something a little different. Normally it was painting, which we will get to soon. But I am, if you can see in the corner here, I'm working on my tablet. Gonna be finishing up my new logo here. This is the new idea for the Planet wacom logo. So you can see, turning myself into a planet. And currently right now, we should be streaming simultaneously on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So if anyone in the chat can actually confirm that for me, that'd be great. Been trying to figure that out. And yeah, so chipping away at it here. I don't know if you can see my mouse on the screen. Oh yeah, it looks like you can. The other reason I took a break from streaming for a week, because basically ran into a lot of copyright issues with trying to figure out what music to use on 3 different platforms. So basically we had to go all original on everything. So even this music right now you're hearing is original. We just like went crazy and gathered everything we could find from all the things we've ever made, and so it's quite a mix on here. We actually have our whole album that we did too, so that's pretty cool, which I haven't shown you guys yet on the stream. And if the audio level is good with my voice and the music, please let me know in the chat. I feel like it's always coming out different every time. So where I left off last time, I was working on this moon here. And I was getting these craters going. You know what? I forgot this song was on repeat for the starting screen. Let me turn that off. And now I should go through other songs now. Some of these are full arrangements, some of these are little jams that we've made for fun. When I say we, I mean the band. It all comes from the band over the last 6 years. Hey, what's up? So that's cool. It shows all the different platforms in one chat box. That's cool to know. What is going on? Right now we're in Clip Studio Paint, and I'm working on the new logo. We were talking about Clip Studio Paint the other day. And basically, moon craters. This is the new idea for the logo. Basically, it's my head as a planet. Got the rings going. Kind of looks like me, I guess. I think I separated my two front teeth a little bit more than they actually are, but that's okay. Hey, it's good, brother. So I'm experimenting with this like tablet camera angle here. You can see like what's going on with my hand because it's so interesting. Let's see, what was the blend tool hotkey? I'm trying to only do hotkeys. Oh, there we go. J. Blend is J. Thanks, man. So y'all both are on Twitch right now, right? Yeah, I changed a few and added a couple after working with it for a while because I found that like the default ones are mostly good, definitely in my opinion. They set it up pretty good right out of the gates, but basically I added F9. Basically, I had to add a few for animating, because animating, like, there's like this, they didn't have a hotkey for like going to the next frame really fast, and like, there's certain points where like I have my hand on the keyboard and my other hand drawing, and I just like spam press new frame as I like draw a line, and it's like a really fast way to animate. But hotkeys are overall pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good, dude. I don't know if I want this. I don't know if this looks right. Oh man, digital drawing is. There's just something so satisfying about it. I'll go a little darker. I like that. I'll tell you, with these screen tablets, it's really hard to like keep the screen clean. I got this glove on. That's like, so my hand slides better. It's like 2-finger glove. It's like an archery glove, but like on the wrong fingers. Yeah, like this tune right now is definitely some random shit made in Ableton Live. It's really cool. I have to make a couple animations this week. I plan on live streaming that, so I'm probably not doing it like the pro way. I do it like, you know, I'll research on YouTube how to do it for 4 hours and then just like figure it out from there. I didn't even have my program selected. That's what was going on. I feel like that's it for that. It's easy to get like super zoomed in on these programs and then like zoom out and you realize you were just working on like a tiny little square inch. Yeah, I lost my other one too, and basically you can just get like a really cheap glove and just cut it with scissors, or just wear a glove. I mean, any old glove will do. This crater is not as deep, so I ain't gonna go crazy with it. I mean, these details ain't even gonna like, yeah, like, I mean, that's gonna be, like, this is gonna be like that small on like a Facebook profile pic, you know what I mean? Yep, I'm a lefty, man. Okay. What's interesting about the way they set up the hotkeys, too, is some of them, like, so like for pencil, it's P, but it's also pen. So like, if you look here, if I press P, it goes to pencil, but then also pen. But like, it always goes to pen first. So like, I just memorized like, okay, if I want to get to darker pencil, it's a double click of P every time. So it's like if I go to E, like eraser, and I want to get back to darker pencil, just 2 P's, and then I'm there. And there's a lot like that, like the blend, no, the blend isn't like that. The fill tool, which you use a lot. So the fill tool is G, like the bucket, but you have to press it twice. So like back to P, you know, pencil, 2 clicks, fill tool, 2 G's. And the bracket, oh, my favorite are the bracket keys. So they increase and decrease your brush size, so you can just like spam click left or right on the brackets, and it's nice, and don't ever have to take your hand off the drawing. Actually, in some cases, it starts feeling faster than like normal mediums in real life. Like when you, like, it gets faster than like picking up and putting down a paintbrush. The hotkeys. There's another hotkey too that selects the different kinds of brushes within each one, but I forget what it is. I think it's like Alt arrow. Nope. Oh, it's just period and comma. Okay, so there it is. So like if I want to go a darker pencil, but I want like the real pencil that has more texture, I double press the P to get here, and then it's just comma and arrow to switch through each of these here. And what's cool about it is it saves it. So if you say you go down the rough pencil here, and you go back to eraser, and you come back, it's gonna be back at rough pencil still. So it'll save wherever you leave this off. If that wasn't too fast to catch or made any sense at all. I think I'm happy with that moon. Besides, it just needs like, texture shit or something. Oh, not that at all. Yeah, and you don't have to wait for anything to dry. That's a beautiful thing. Do I use pressure opacity usually? So the way that this program works with that is over here. If you go to tool properties, there's this little tiny button. These two little tiny buttons. There's one here next to brush size, and there's one here next to brush density. Those two buttons have to do with pen control. So when you open that, it brings up this little menu here, and basically it's like this little graph, and the more you're this way on the graph, like the more that's gonna like I'll say if it's like a pen, more ink is gonna come out with like the lighter you press. If you're on this side of the spectrum, you have to press much harder. I kind of like it right around here. I mean, you gotta like play around with it and adjust it to, you know, how you like to draw on a piece of paper to make it feel as realistic as possible. But basically, I usually keep pen pressure on with the darker pencil, but if I'm doing the G pen, and if I do the G pen, it's just kind of like a brush pen. It's like a manga brush pen, and sometimes like I really like drawing with manga brush pens in real life. And to simulate a manga brush pen, if I do, if you come over to this menu here that has brush size, and you put pen pressure, so like I'm activating the pen pressure to like react to the brush size. So now the harder I press, the thicker that line's gonna be. You know what I mean? If I go really soft, you can see it's like really thin. Then if I press harder, and like that's, you know, like simulates a manga brush pen to me. So I try to like find those things like that. But what's cool is there's even more than pen pressure. So, and I honestly don't even understand these as much, but there's tilt. So I think that has to do with like how much your pen's tilted like this, and basically like, it'll simulate like drawing on the side of a pencil. You know what I mean? And then there's also velocity and random. I don't even know what random is. I feel like maybe that just like creates some sort of... Okay, so check that out. I don't even know what it's really doing, but if I zoom in, it's like, it's doing some sort of like machine gun thing with like random dots. So, and it's reacting to how much I'm pressing my pen. But I almost only use pen pressure. Because that on pencil, you know, affects the opacity. Yay, Tom, what's good? Planet Dad. Yep, it's the actual planet Jokum. So it looks like. Oh man, yeah, tablets are crazy, dude. Like, I still feel like I'm only on the tip of the iceberg, dude. But it's like, it's almost like some of the adjustments you can make in these programs are so minuscule that like, it's like I just draw it out instead. It's like, what's really cool for is things like these stars too. Like I didn't really polka dot each star by hand. There's just this brush that you can like adjust. Like I'll just show you. So if I press B, it brings you to this thing called spray. It's called the spray tool. And then and everything has tool properties. So you click on like G pen and it's gonna have all these things you can like fuck with G pen. So like the spray, I go over here. There's particle size, so I could pick like how big the dots are, and then there's particle density, which means like how much get released within this brush circle here, and then spray deviation. I don't even know what spray deviation is, but there's a lot to it. It's crazy. All right, anyway, I'm done geeking out on this program. Unless y'all have questions, I can try to answer. But I feel like I wanted to have multiple moons on this. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do another one on a new layer because layers are awesome. And I feel like this one's gonna be on top of the ring. I gotta pick the color. No, this is a different color moon. Oh, this is a song off my album right here. This one's called The Hero's Journey. This is like our attempt at a super progressive song. I'll turn it up a little bit. Yeah, it's old school paint on much more than crack. Like crack steroids, everything. Like maxed out. MS Paint on fucking cosmic crack. Okay. Cosmic crack. This one's gonna be a tiny moon, I think. And so it looks like it's below the ring, but all I gotta do is take this layer, right? And just drag it above. Isn't that amazing? Oh. I felt like I was cheating at first. It just, a lot of things felt too easy. Like, ah. The amount of work I have to do in real life to pull that off. It's just like the press of a button. Easy. I did say I wanted to do the moon a different color, and then I didn't, huh? I don't know, this is like a Mars-ish. What's a Mars color, like? Something like that. I don't know the hotkey for ellipse. I haven't memorized that one. There's a hotkey for everything on this screen, that's the crazy part. Oh, it's kind of like, I feel like that might be a little too orange, but then after we doctor it up a little here, you get some like, it's like you can just be so sloppy and fix it so easily. I didn't realize how loud the music was going on the other screen. I feel like a little more reds. Yeah, there it is. Kind of. It's the blend tool. It's when you blend is when the magic happens. How about we just make this like tiny stormy planet, Jupiter, like Jupiter. Just don't want to go outside the planet. The moon. Usually like some like ice cappy thing going on at the top, right? Like just straight up. It's like slight though. Ice cap, there it is. Yes. Minty ice cap. And then because we're gonna be all tiny Jupiter about it, It's so tiny. No, I guess it's cool if someone zooms in, right? I didn't quite get the shape right. I did it first. There we go. Oh, look at that. Just undo. Imagine having just the undo button with painting. That'd be great. The storm kind of... This nasty bass solo by Bill right here. Oh yeah, like I will admit that my weakness in art is drawing something simple, like and just like in the sense that I always get really zoomed in on every piece. In a sense, it attributes to my style, but then like it's a double-edged sword because sometimes certain commission works I have difficult doing. Like for example, one time I got an opportunity to like work on a children's book, but the art style didn't quite work out with them because I couldn't really quite capture that like cartoony SpongeBob look. It's a whole skill drawing that. Like it's because there's like such a consistency to it that it's hard to capture. To draw like the same cartoon character the same way over and over, I would debate is harder than drawing some photorealistic subjects, you know, and like going 30 hours into detail. It was just... That said, I'm gonna go way too detailed on this little storm here. It's like it looks shiny almost. Oh yeah, oh yeah. When it comes to animating and consistency and stuff like that, it's computer wins. I mean, there are some animation companies out there that stay traditional because it definitely has a certain look, but man, it's so much work, dude. Like, I bow to anyone that's still fucking doing the old-fashioned animation. I don't even think I could get into it if it was old-fashioned. I think in the way in which the computer speeds it up makes it bearable for me, you know? 'Cause I mean, you think about it, if you're doing something at 30 frames per second, and you have, you know, a 10-second clip, that's 300 drawings that you have to do to get 10 seconds long of a clip. So it's just like, just an animation that's 2 minutes and 30 seconds long is almost like a monumental project that takes like 2 weeks of grinding. So insane, dude. See, like I haven't zoomed out in a while. I think that looks good. The other thing I like about digital drawing is you can just do things to be funny to see how they look. Like, I just want to see what it looks like if this just looks shiny. Oh. I meant to do this. Just a marble planet. Might look cool for no reason. Let's see what that does. Maybe it was one highlight too many. No, you know what it is? It's too, it's gotta be lighter. Yeah. Hey, little. There we go. I don't know, maybe not. I must press the save button 100 times within 10 seconds. I can't tell you how many tragedies I've had from not pressing the save button. Control S spam, guys. Control S spam in all your projects. Your computer will decide to glitch on you at any time. Let's see. I'm pretty happy. I don't want to make this too complicated of a logo. This song is called Tornado. It's one of our craziest songs on the album. Let's see. Yeah, they've become limitless, and like now they're combining all sorts of worlds into the same program. Like, you know, normally like in the past, like a program will just be animation or just drawing. Now it's like you have like I just got this. I've been working with this new program called DaVinci Resolve. It's a video editing program, and I do all like my post, you know, rendering on it, and it has everything. Like you can edit the sound in it. You can put the 3D effects and everything in it. The text, like it's like all in one program. And there's just like these different tabs you click into. It's like, oh, you want to put 3D effects? So you just like before you'd have to like 3D effects in another program and like export it in this certain file type and bring it into the other one. And so many. It's just everything's so integrated now. Like when I first started messing around with these programs at like 13 years old on my computer, it was like they sucked, dude. Like they sucked so bad. Like, oh man. I picture like a comet kind of flying behind me here. Something like, I'm gonna sketch it first too. Like kind of that way. What do comets do? Isn't there like a... Do they have like a gas or something that goes outside of them? I haven't like seen a picture of a comet in a while. Something like that. Oh shit. I put that on the wrong layer. I think I can fix this. The lasso tool. So you take that, and then there's this button that says cut and paste. Yep, so it cuts it and puts it on a new layer. Now it shouldn't be... Yep. Now they're separate. See? Magic. Imagine you could do that. Other shit, man. So... I still spend a lot of damn time thinking about buttons, though. Let's see... So now... I want it to be like one of those, like this kind of color. Basically, I made a new layer and now I'm just sketching over my other sketch. I'm just gonna try to make it look like things are flaring off the side of it and make it like I'm thinking of these tablets too. They're so smooth. Like there's no latency. You can sketch as fast as you want. It's so fun. Who knows? I might go through all the work to do this comment and not like it and toss it. I think all I gotta do is just do that. Well, now that I got that sketched out, I don't need my reference one anymore, so I'll delete that. I see that, so it's like, oh. I can just drag it under the head. Easy. A shooting star from Howl's Moving Castle. I don't know what Howl's Moving Castle is, man. I'm looking that up right now. Howl's Moving Castle. Oh, that looks sick. That's a cool concept, dude. I'm just looking at, oh, it's an anime. Nice. Dude, anime is the best cartoon kind ever. Just saying. Dude, I've recently been making my way through Attack on Titan, dude. I'm fucking obsessed, dude. Attack on Titan is like one of the most amazing animes I've ever seen. Like, recommended A+ to anyone that hasn't seen Attack on Titan. If you're into that stuff. Nice. I'm still in season 3, don't say anything. I heard that season 4 came out and I started watching it again. Attack on Titan is the shit. I've been Dragon Ball Z my whole life since I was little. That's like my OG favorite anime. I grew up on like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Gundam. A few I can't remember the name of because they're like a crazy Japanese name. So when you say you just caught up, you mean like you guys are like waiting for the next episode? Sailor Moon, yeah. That shit's classic. So like you guys are caught up? Alright, good, because I just wanted to geek out about one particular scene that like I just can't get out of my head. That whole scene where they finally like reveal where the mindless Titans come from. Where like it's like the 2 sergeants and then like you find out how Aaron's dad got the attack Titan power. And just that whole scene of just how disgusting that guy was, just like kicking people off the edge and just that, he's like, I find it interesting. Like, I don't know, just that whole scene, it's just like, oh my god. They just take this show to the absolute brutality max. It's so good. Like, I found myself, like pressing my finger to my leg, like biting my nails and shit, watching that show. It's like painful, but it's so brutal. Yeah, like there's like images on that I can't get out of my head from that show probably forever. Oh man, I've never heard such an in-depth story. It's so good. Such good character development and everything. dragged a little bit too much of that light out. I haven't. You guys need to like get me some like an anime list going. I know you guys got good taste in anime. If you like Attack on Titan, then like I'm gonna be really sad when Attack on Titan ends, and I'm gonna need like something else to fill that hole. So like that's just one of those shows that's so good I could just watch it forever. If there was just like 100 seasons, I would just keep watching it. Oh yeah. Billy Bob Thornton, huh? I feel like I'm getting too ridiculous with this comment, guys. See, I'm trying to picture like the Facebook circle, you know what I mean? Like, actually, I might have already messed up. Let's see if this is like the Facebook circle. Oh. Nope. So, basically... That's too ridiculous, never! What's up? Welcome to the shenanigans. With me talking to myself in my room, by myself. But I'm not really by myself, because I'm with you guys, but you know what I mean. Oh, good. I'm gonna believe you and say just believe that the comment looks good. I feel like it's... No, I feel like it stands out from the background enough. So this is cool. Kirsten's commenting on Facebook, and you're commenting on Twitch. So Kirsten can't see your comments, I'm guessing. I didn't think about that. So I guess anyone that's hanging out on Twitch, they can only hang out with each other. Anyone hanging out on Facebook, it's all separated. No YouTubers yet. So right now, I should be going to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all at once. Yep. Oh yeah? Oh, that's right. Oh, no. Okay, so that's right. So my chat box on the screen. That's cool. So it puts everyone in... Alright, so if you all want to see what everyone's saying, you gotta actually look on the feed. Yeah, we just all... I mean, I geeked out on Attack on Titan. I'm definitely obsessed. I like dream about it, like think about like different outcomes and shit. Like really think about it hard, you know. Like ponder for a good 20 minutes over a cup of coffee on like what's gonna happen in the next episode. So you know what I can do? I can increase the time that messages stay up on the chat. Let's do a minute, 60 seconds. Alright, I'll do 2 minutes. Because I'm not famous, this chat's not getting blown up that bad. So now anything, by the way, can you all read, like, your chat on the screen? I know you may be watching through phones and shit, so it might be tiny, but... Because I can, like, make the text huge and like blow it up. I feel like this is still too liney over here. Liney. I have all the professional art terms, guys. I feel like the comet tail like disperses like thicker, right? Or something. Yeah, it looks more. That looks more real. In my world, anyway. Yeah, everyone in this chat room is like an Attack on Titan fan right now. This is great. I don't know about the rings though. I feel like they're too simple. But you don't want your logos to have too many colors, because when it comes out to like business cards and stuff, you know, spend more money. I use this fucking business cards anymore. You're right, it is my planet. You're absolutely right. It is time to add the texture to the moon that I meant to earlier but didn't. Alright. Like you know that like man on the moon like kind of stuff on the moon? The man on the moon stuff, you know? The stuff that makes it look like there's a man on the moon, even though I never really agreed, to be honest. I never really thought it looked like a man at all. It's like, I don't know if y'all saw it. Maybe you did. Yep. The man on the moon stuff. Alright, that's good enough for me. But now I have to figure out. I have to figure out how to make this canvas bigger. And it's pretty easy if I remember. But I might have to redo the stars. Change canvas size. Okay. Can I just like... Oh yeah, it was changing. There's supposed to be this menu here. It appeared on another monitor. New discovery, so automatically changes the sizes in that dialog box. That's nice. Very nice of them. And what happens? Oh yay, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna select all these layers. This one can go. So you just click, just like any Windows computer, Shift, and then you hold O for object, and it doesn't work. Hold on. What did I do wrong? It should be working. Oh no, you know what it is? Okay, so the O for object's a good button, but it's a little different. So you go Control T to transform every layer that you've selected there. And then you just move it. Still might even be too small for the Facebook circle. Basically, I'm trying to get this background big enough so I can like crop it correctly, because when you try to upload profile pictures to Facebook, it doesn't work good, or how you expect sometimes. I'm just gonna redo the stars. I believe these are the stars. Yep. So I'm just gonna another hotkey of mine that I like. If you just want to delete everything on a layer, you just press backspace, and it just erases the whole layer. It's almost better without the stars. Like, I feel like you get the picture. I don't know. Okay, so same thing, Control T. Okay. There we go. And I'll throw in the stars again. Fack it. Simple as that. Boom. Stars. See? It's like I can cheat. Those are a little too dense of stars though. So what you do is you come over here. Where is it? Particle size. Up that a little bit. There it is. Kinda. And then, yeah, done. A little too dense in the sense of the amount. So right here is particle density. And I'm just gonna go down to like the second block, see what that looks like. Still a bit much. Let's try one. I feel like that's about what it was before. I feel like it's still too many. Spray deviation? Oh, interesting. It like... Oh, that's cool. Well, that's what I would call a happy accident. Quoting Bob Ross. So, what the spray deviation does is it's the feathering of like how it shoots out the particles. So if you look, the spray deviation, when I have it all the way down, it makes it so the stars are perfectly with the edge, like that. See that? And then the more I raise this, the more interesting. I'm still learning a lot in these programs. That kind of created the effect though of like the stars being like more gathered in areas than others, you know what I mean? I can't quite get like the look I'm going for. Yeah, I guess that's not doing it either. There's something catching on my pen here. Alright. Nope. There's a lot of playing around with parameters on these programs. It doesn't let me turn down the particle density anymore. I wonder what happens if I just go max brush size. Oh, there we go. That's what needed to happen. There it is. That's it. Save button. Okay. It's cool, guys. I got all these new fancy transitions on my streams now. You ready? You ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. So like if I wanted to go to like intermission screen. Ready? Oh yeah, look at that.
Can you take those crackers
So
and
much better than
put it in the jar?
Go back. Boom. I don't know, I thought that was pretty neat. Because before it was just like, I was just using like the digital default stuff they gave you. It's really like, it's just like Times New Roman text with like white lines. I also have this fancy purple animated border around my camera angle too. Little things go a long way. I don't know, I feel like this is pretty complete of a logo. Like I don't want to make it too busy. Like I'm pretty happy here with this logo. Like I don't want my face to have shading on it. Just like 3 colors like that. I don't want to put anything else in front of my face. I feel like the ring, you know, the last thing I'll experiment with is the rings being different colors. I was trying it before, but I couldn't quite nail the ellipse. Let's see if I turn the drawing. So let's see, this hotkey is, if you press the quotation hotkey, it goes right. If you press negative or minus key, it goes left. Sometimes when you're trying to get a stroke with your hand, you gotta like turn the drawing like you can on the table, you know what I mean? It's easier. Because, I mean, I don't have this, they have super fancy drawing tablets that come on these like swivel things, and like the whole screen will like I could grab it by the side like this and just like turn it, which is awesome. But those are like $3,000 or something like that. Yeah. Save up the pennies. Cause I feel like the rings are different colors, so if I button, let's see. What is it? There's so many menus and things. I still get lost. Oh, that's what it is. I got, see, you gotta right click the eye. There's this button. If you need to work on something, it says hide all other layers. Ah, which the hotkey, it says N. Didn't work. It lies. Oh, right click. There's a right click button on this pen that I'm using, which is really cool. Hide all other layers. There we go. So now I just have the rings that I used. I'm gonna turn this way. I just had a difficult time eyeing it the other way for some reason. So here are the lips. Now I can get the actual color. I feel like a gray icy streak could be going through the rings. That's what rings are on planets, right? They're ice. It's just ice and rocks. Ellipse tool, that's what I'm doing wrong. And then ellipse, it's like, it's kind of weird. Acts like a box. See, I feel like I still didn't quite get that. Oops. I need to lock all other layers. Besides this one. This has all been picking songs from the album. For those of you who have joined, I already explained earlier how all the music you're gonna hear now has all been written by the band, me, John, or Bill. Basically, I ran into a lot of copyright problems, and I had to go completely original with all the music, and I like scrambled and found about like 70 recordings that we've done over the past like 10 years. There's more that are hidden on some hard drives, but hey, the first YouTuber, what's up, Sean? So we got Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube people on the same chat. This is so cool. it's so cool to see that it works. But yeah, basically, so I got my whole Route 40 album on here, and just a bunch of random music projects. The other task I have now, I gotta like just add music to it all the time. So I'm gonna try to write like 1 or 2 tunes a week, just random beats in Ableton. There's this one I wrote called Space Jam the other day. It should pop up at some point. Just like kind of atmospheric, easy listening stuff, you know? Just so it's not me just breathing into a microphone. Yeah, man, ripping the wacom tonight. Now I'm trying to... Oh, that would help. Okay. Oh, you know what? I know what I did wrong, guys. New layer. Here we go. Now I do it again. I believe the brush size increases... Nope. Oh yeah, no, it does. Okay. I was right. Brush size increases the thickness of the line and the ellipse. So I always have such a weird, like I said, it's weird the way you gotta kind of get like a feel for it. Let's see, so that goes. Oh no, I didn't want to turn it. There it is. So now I should be like, okay, there we go. That was a bit too big. Okay, try again. A little smaller. It's like it doesn't quite... Let's see if that looks... That could work. I'll roll with that. Put that one there. See how it looks with everything else. Oh yeah, so yeah, but if I add a bunch of those in, I gotta lower the opacity too. What's this one? There it is. And then come in here, eraser tool, and just make sure this is legit. There we go. And rinse and repeat. We'll look at it right side up. Yeah, I feel like that's alright. If I get 3-4 more of those in there. Thanks, man. It's the new logo idea. I had to go literal on it. Let's see. Okay, so what we can do every time I finish. Actually, for now, I'm not gonna do that until I'm done. What you can do is you can merge layers once things look right, so you don't have to have all this crazy shit going on. So I'm gonna tilt this again, back to level. I'm gonna turn off all the layers besides the rings. Actually, I'm gonna turn on my background too. Just helps to see it a little bit better. And yeah. Maybe. You know what it is? There's usually like a spot missing in Planet's Rings, right? So here's a cool little trick that you can do on the program for those that are learning Clip Studio Paint. So over here you always have your, you see how I'm circling with the mouse, you always have these 3 kind of colors to choose from, and you can switch between them with X and C. So C will switch between these 2, and X will switch between these 2. This is kind of like, think of like the checkerboard color is like drawing with negative space, if that makes sense. So you can apply that negative space to anything, basically. So if I apply this negative space to the ellipse, right? And I don't do anything. Let's try that again. So negative space on the ellipse here. Ellipse selected. Okay. Why isn't it working? Weird. What is going on? Why is it moving? Am I clicking something? Maybe it doesn't work with the ellipse. I thought it did. Oop, I just punched the microphone. That's what that was. Hmm. Interesting. Here's the other things with these programs is sometimes just shit happens, you have no idea what's going on. Alright, let me just go to color then. Okay, so then I lied, it doesn't work with the ellipse. But it does work with like a pencil. Come in here. Like, see that? It's basically an eraser. But it reacts a little bit differently. Okay, back to the ellipse. Back here. I will just do... The way I'll do that is I will just get the color of the background. That should make it look like it's... Yeah, that makes it look like it's... Yep, that's not... It's not quite like the shape it needs to be. And I tried custom drawing it, but it's hard to draw a perfect ellipse when you've already used the tool to make it perfect. It's like, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Okay. Stab number 2. Just gotta be thinner then? I feel like that one was too big. Oof, what did I do? See? Still horrible. Wasn't even close. Maybe that one? Oh, it's crooked. I think I can just... There we go. That one... That one might be right. Enough. Starting to look more like Saturn rings. It's gonna be... I meant to do a thinner... It's gonna be really hard to get the right one for this outside. Ooh, maybe that was it. Let's try. Nope, it needed to be thinner. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. And so when that happens, you gotta lock the one that you're accidentally grabbing. Oh! No, I'm dumb. I didn't even make a new layer. Okay, now we're good. Nope. Just undo and repeat until you get it right. I feel like that's not right. Now we lock these guys. Lock. Now I should just grab this one. Yep. I wonder. There is like a free transform. Yes. Control Shift T. Okay, I want to remember that. Control Shift T. So in theory, I should be able to. Oh. Hmm. There was another one that had like a mesh transformation. That's what it was. I may get to the painting this tonight. I may. We'll see. I wanted to work on it, but if I get all my channel stuff done, then I don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's kind of what I'm thinking around. Get all my brands done, all the banners. And then I can get back to all the content that is supposed to be on the channel. Maybe I'll hop right into the painting after this. I don't know. So mesh transformation, you can grab like specific parts of something. See, now it's not really doing quite what I wanted it to. Maybe, let's see. So if I pull that one, this one a little bit. Oh, maybe. And then this one. Oh yeah, okay. It might just do it. This one comes down a little bit. And I wish I thought of mesh transformation. Mesh is the hard word to say. Let's pull this one out a little bit. This one out a little bit more. This one. Nope, that got a little weird. Let's go back to. I liked it there. All right. Let's see. I'll come in here. And gonna erase it. Also gonna lower. Nope, doesn't let me do that yet. What's going on? Oh, they're locked. Right. Okay. And there we go. I'll do that one first. I'm gonna zoom in even more because I can't. Isn't that ridiculous? It's like it doesn't matter. You can just zoom in forever if you need to. You can't mess up with digital drawing if you take your time. I think this is this one. Nope. It's gonna be that then. Yep. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think I like my decision to add a couple more rings. It was a little plain. Those look more legit, I'd say. Like they look more... Whatever. I didn't have a word. Legit was it. Now I'm going to merge all those layers. So now all these rings are on one layer. See that? So you can merge anything. Okay. Just kind of taking a step back from it for a second. Transformation. Transformation. Alright guys, honest opinion from the crowd right now. Does it look done? I feel like maybe the rings are a little too... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Before I merged these, I forgot to lower the opacity of the ring. Just like that. Oops. Nope. Keep picking the wrong one. Where is it? Oh, that's the planet. It's this one. No, it's the white line. There it is. There we go. Now I merge them. Merge selected layers. Boom. The rings feel a little heavy on the right side. In what sense? You mean like positionally? They need to be slid over? I want to see what it looks like when I give a little outline to this moon. There's something about the craters that aren't quite like the kind of the black outline I have in my face, you know what I mean? To add that to the moon a little bit. See how it looks. What do I need here? I don't want it to be a super harsh black line, so I'll go dark pencil still. The left side looks thinner. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Man, this is like one of those old ones I scavenged. It's like a super old guitar recording. One of my old solo pieces. Some of you probably recognize it. Probably Sean and Kirsten recognize this one. I played it a few times live at the coffee shop, I think. Yo, I kind of like that. Maybe not quite such an obvious spiral, but make it a little more organic of a spiral. Like so. Organic spirals. Professional art terms. Yeah, you remember this one, yeah. There's a super old take of it. I have some newer takes of it somewhere on some computer someplace. Yeah, I kind of like it. You could just see it better farther away, a little more defined. So happy all the streaming shit's working, guys. This is awesome. All the social media platforms in one place. It's sweet. I'm so pumped. Just want to stream everything. Oh, maybe not everything. I'll just stream myself sleeping. What do you guys think? Exciting content? Yeah, just watch me sleep. That's cool. It kind of like makes the moon seem like it's like you can grab it with your hand or something. It's close enough to see like some giant. I don't know. It's like the Mariana Trench, you know, like in the ocean, but a different name. What's this trench called? Come on, Kirsten. The name of all things. Bristleberry bush. She's got her name on the bristleberry bush. Nah, you guys collabed that. That was a. We thought about the names of those bushes for a good minute. I feel like 2 more moons, but not big. Like tiny, like how you usually see like a little bit of a moon, like in the back right here. Like maybe almost just coming over the back of the head here. I have to try. I have to see. So we will do it. And the trusty ellipse tool, and this moon is going to be it's really dark brown or something. What, you don't name trenches? It's not like something you do all the time? Oh, you know what? I don't want to do brown because my hair is brown. I didn't even think of that. Bad choice. Alright guys, pick a color for the moon. I need help. What's the next color of the next moon? You know, this one's like I would consider this like a red moon. This one right here. Oops. But no, like if you say blue or like green, I'd put like different green. It's your first trench naming ever. Well, wow. I'm honored to name your first trench with you. I'm constantly wiping this thing down. It's maybe gross to some, but the oils of your hand still come through the glove, even though the glove helps a lot. If you drew on this thing with just your bare hand all the time, it would be like, wouldn't be long before it looked like, you know, your phone screen. Green. Okay, let's go with green. Sean said it. This moon is forever dedicated to Sean Remington. Something like that. I feel like something like that. It'd be even smaller maybe. It's too late, Sean. It's an acidic green mood that has 24/7 acid rain. Acid volcanoes and acid tornadoes. Gotta have the ice caps. And now, blend tool magic. It's cool. These kind of come out like cool looking marbles almost. That'd be a fun drawing. Challenging, probably. Pile of marbles. The mining dwarves are like this moon, though. It's very rich in that red shit you need to to buy in a supply drop. I couldn't remember the name. Malachite? No, it's not malachite. What was it? Morkite. Morkite, right? It's morkite. Okay, yeah, that moon. Needed that moon. Oh, I forgot it. Oh no, guys. I forgot to take the shinies off this moon. It just needed to be blended out all there, just a little too cartoony. Yeah, it looks better. No one will ever see that little eye of a storm I put all that work into right there, but it's fine. It's there. That's better. Taking another step back. Maybe 4 moons now. Have we hit the sweet spot with the amount of moons? I feel like it might be done. It might be done. I can't think. You know what? Alright, so there's one thing we could add. One. A satellite. A tiny satellite. Yeah? What do you think about the satellite? You mean like the big moon? Really? Even bigger, huh? You like the satellite idea? Okay. Why not? I'll dive into a little satellite, and if it ends up looking too busy, then it'll be done. Call it there. Big delay in chat from YouTube, by the way. You're talking about until it appears on the screen? I'm sure each platform is gonna have its own. It's gonna have its own delay. I know Facebook tends to be like 5 to 10 seconds. More like 4 to 7 seconds. Satellite would be cool. Yeah. I have it set to add a couple seconds of latency, just in case something happens and I can mute or I think I've added like 1 second, and like anyway, I brought it down to 0, and it's still about like 4 or 5 seconds. Basically, my stream software adds a buffer before it sends it to you. But that's kind of generally how streams feel anyway. It's not that long though. I feel like I'm pretty up to date with you guys. Like, it doesn't take long for y'all to like respond to me when I say something. Before I dive into the satellite though, I am going to refill my drink and I'll be right back. So yeah, let's see here real quick before I mute myself. Can you guys type something in chat, because this intermission screen is supposed to show the chat box next to this clip here. Someone just type something. I want to see if it works. I don't see it. Oh, you know what? It's because I actually have to put it like that. There you go. Now you guys see a chat kind of hovering in that little side box. I don't want to hit you in the face.
Oh.
Anyway. These don't want to fly.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, okay. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. That was actually supposed to be muted. So thanks for catching that. Okay, y'all should be appearing now. Can we just do another test? Type something in that chat. It should just be music now. I had no idea that was playing. My fault. Oops. Sorry, Marcy. There we go. It seems to be looking good on my screen. There we go. The chat box is on the side of the video. Okay, cool. On that note, and now that we have all that straightened out, I will be right back after I get my drink, and we'll continue with the satellite. Thank you guys for the help so much. There'll be a day where I have this all smoothed out, and I just don't have to touch anything. Hey guys, I'm back. What up? Let's see. And this button should work. And yes, I love the fancy new transitions. Okay. So here's what's fun about digital art, guys. I'm gonna draw the satellite big and then just shrink it. So I'm gonna make a new layer. First of all, save button, big time. Huge save. And then hide all other, I'm gonna lock them too, in case some shenanigans happens here. Alright. Now hide all other layers button, which says N, but it lies. And it's kind of harsh on the eyes, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press F8. I'm sorry, F9. Nope, F7. What's happening? F6? What happened? Oh, it's appearing on another monitor. Like it's weird. It's like the menus of this program are popping up on my third monitor. It's throwing me off. There we go. So what button was it? F8? Oh, it was F7. Okay, so yeah, F7. New layer. F7. I just want this to be white. So it's just a fill. It just fills the layer with whatever color you want. What is this? Did I already make another one? I guess I did. Okay. Sometimes I get lost in these layers so bad. Okay, there we go. Basically, I was just putting a white background behind it so it's easier on the eyes. That checkerboard kind of like makes me go cross-eyed. Okay. And time to sketch a satellite. What is on this screen right now? Must just be the glove being like, because they add texture to the. There's like a sticker over the screen that adds texture, so it feels like a piece of paper. There we go. It's better. Let's see. Oh, I'm green. We gotta go to black. Here we go. And that's usually has like two big solar panel things. So let's do that. General shapes. So this is one of the coolest feelings on these tablets, is that it's like so smooth. Okay, that's fine. Kind of wanted that. And then the other solar panel, a little bit bigger. I want to keep the perspective. I'm kind of pretending I can, in my mind's eye, that I drew like the guidelines that you draw in perspective drawing, like 2.3 point perspective, and just kind of follow that. I'm just gonna draw this line. I just draw, or it could be. Sometimes I'll make another layer and turn the opacity down a bunch to just do quick things like this, like draw a line like that, and then I go back to this layer, and it's kind of just. And honestly, it's a bit big. That's the other satisfying thing. You can literally turn the pen over, and it goes right to the eraser tool. Excuse me. Dots are your best friend in drawing when you're trying to like eye something out and you're not exactly sure of where it's gonna land. So like, especially in pen and ink, it was something I started doing in pen and ink because you only get one chance, and you kind of like do 3 divide. See, this is one of those situations where I think I want to turn this canvas like this, right? That's why I love that hotkey. And that's close enough. We can refine it in a minute. Let me just turn off this guideline layer. Or like earlier, just press backspace. You can just keep resetting that guide layer. And the same thing, I'm gonna go back to the guide layer and I'm gonna do another guide this way. That wasn't quite centered. Like that. Kind of everything nice and lined up. I guess I'll put this one back too. And I'll put in a couple more for other parts on the satellite. I know I'm getting extravagant with the satellite, but I like practicing. That's enough guides. Okay. Moving on here. Let's see a little. I feel like I don't know. I've had to force myself into the habit of doing blocky shapes before. Oops. Diving into details. It truly does help a lot. I mean, there's some savants out there that just dive right into the details, and man, it's fascinating to watch. But I'm not an alien like that guy, so I gotta do it the step-by-step way. Alright. And let's see, same thing kind of over here. Some instruments. Sometimes the pen makes horrible squeaky noises on the tablet screen. Sorry about that. Goes flying through the mic occasionally. That's the other reason you gotta keep it clean, because the pen kind of like makes horrible squeaky noises. Let's see, you have like a thing, like a radio dish thing. You know what I mean? Like, alright, it's getting out of hand. I gotta shrink it a little bit. Satellite's getting out of hand. But that's awesome. You just can do anything you want on these programs. Sweet. Maybe some wire thing, I don't know. Thanks, Steph. I'm having fun with this satellite. It's gonna be so tiny after this, but who cares? I don't. Alright. Let's see, gotta do another one here. Okay. Decrease my brush size a little bit here. And gonna start adding a little bit more detail. I don't know, I'm just gonna kind of be random. Really cool thing with this is you hold shift, it'll draw a straight line from wherever you just had your last dot on the screen. There's one of those screen squeaks again. Screen squeak. Try a little experiment. So M is the selection. We'll do a lasso. Oops. Around this. And then I'm gonna go here and do a free transform. Or no, mesh transform. And see if I can stretch this. That's awesome. It actually worked. Got a little bowed. Yeah, so basically anything you mess up on, you can just fix it like magic. As long as you know what tool to use. And there we go. Okay. Looks a little more the size it should be. And I'm gonna add these solar panels. I don't really care if they have the same amount of solar panels, but maybe it'll work out. Nope, we're having a different amount of solar panels. Oops, a little sloppy there. Some of these recordings, man, they bring me way back. I never thought I'd have to show these to the world, let me tell you. Guess it paid off recording them. Yeah, this one must be like, this one's gotta be like, let's see, I moved here when I was 23. I feel like this one goes back to like 2017. Maybe like 2014, I meant. Before I even came to Tennessee. It's probably some recording I did in my room on like my old laptop or something. The archives. Just going in here and erasing some stuff. This must have been something John made on Ableton. I don't remember this one. Some of these are also John's little practice projects on Ableton, just like me. We just like threw all the music we could find. What was I trying to do? Yep. It's easy to get trigger happy in that program, let me tell you. With all the different sounds they give you to work with, it's ridiculous. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create another layer and thin out the brush, and I'm gonna lower the opacity first, this one, like that, and now we're really gonna like define it. It's kind of my usual process, and I'm gonna use this cheating line tool to make everything look perfect. Well, it's not gonna look perfect. Okay. There we go. This is like a secret agent song or something. It's video gamey. Rayman 2. This is a Rayman 2 song. If you all played Rayman 2, you'd agree, trust me. It's all like violins and string instruments with like drum beats. Okay. What's cool about sketching things out in gesture first is that you can kind of find the line in the middle with the second drawing. It's like a really nice guide. Gesture drawing means you sketch it out really rough, almost scribbly. It's almost like you're sketching out 3 or 4 different options that you can then pick out of those scribbles later when you go over it with a pen or however you like to darken your lines. But contour drawing, on the other hand, is the opposite end of the spectrum from gesture. And it's one continuous line. Like, it's the style of like the difference between like gesture, like this would be like gesture drawing a ball. And this would be like contour drawing a ball. Just first try. That's actually a real art term. That's not a made up one by Jokum, like all the rest are. Let's see. You can tell some of these are just like bedroom recordings, messing around. That's fine though. Just need something to fill the space while I'm sitting here silent drawing. Don't have anything to ramble about. For anyone new that's joined, I've just done the sketch and now I'm just kind of inking in this satellite here. Turn these guidelines off now. That's what was throwing me off. Starting to look like a satellite. I'm excited to color it in. This has become a little drawing on its own, hasn't it? Cool. One has 4 solar panels, one has 5. It's crazy, right? It's amazing. It goes on and on, like the amount of tricks that I've learned, and it's like it gets really complex too. The way you can like, maybe I can end up showing you a couple more of the advanced layering tricks that you can use to like get really really cool effects and save a lot of time, like a whole crap load of time. Like one of the things I love about digital drawing, like if you're trying to get like something like a misty forest, it's like you can almost see the fog floating through the trees, like effects like that. It's so easy to get misty effects and things that are normally difficult and require a certain order and like technique with the brush to like people, you know, you might think like, oh, you know, you gotta learn how to draw first before you can use one of these. Like I would argue that they're both so different that like they're both their own thing entirely. Like acrylic painting on a canvas is a different skill set than like digital. Like half of it's just like knowing the buttons. Like sure, drawing skill is always gonna pay off for you. Like in anything, any medium, but yeah, it's like it's merging the program tricks like with your style. Didn't quite come out the way I wanted it to. I think it's gonna be more on this side. There we go. And do that again. I'll zoom in here. Endless. Like, not even exaggerating. like here's, like, watch this, ready? So, like, this little box, to me, is a little off to the left. So, like, I could take this lasso tool, right? If I'm just careful enough. And just single out the box. Let's see. Like that, right? And then come around. Like that. And then I just hold O. And I can literally adjust. And like bring that in here a little bit, you know. Make sure I like, oh, you know, I can get rid of the sketch layer too. Oh no, I can't yet. I didn't mean to grab that. That needs to be locked. Yeah, so there we go. Let me grab O. Put it like there. And then once you're happy with where it is, you just go back to the pencil tool and like just, you know, fix up the little spots that didn't. There you go. Saved a lot of time and stuff like that. Okay, back to the pen. So same thing here. I'm not gonna cheat and use an ellipse tool on this because I kind of want it to have be rough around the edges. Same thing with this. So I just like hold M down. Select this thing. We go just around there. Hold O, and I should just be able to move this over. Just like that. And we just erase this. I love it. So easy. Programs are a bit daunting when you first dive into them, for sure. Easy to get frustrated and lost and not know where all the buttons are. But if you just breathe, everything's on YouTube. There's some video out there of some guy explaining the button that you couldn't find. Whether it takes you 10 Google searches or 20 or 1. It's out there. This satellite has become kind of extravagant. Hasn't it? Well, I had fun drawing it. I don't care if you're not going to see all these details. I learned how to draw satellites better today. That's the funny part about art, is I did not wake up today thinking I'd be drawing a satellite. Discs are very tricky. This ellipse will take me a few tries. Ugh. They say his trick guy I was watching today. He says to go a couple times with the stroke before you actually touch the paper, and then you have a. Kind of worked. Still not right. Try again. 1, 2. There we go. Nope. Try again. Nope. Almost. I'll go with that. That one's good enough. There are some people that are masters at like first try lines in art. Like I bow down to them. Insane. I don't really know. This is like some sort of wires or something. Like one of those cables that have the wires like held in a housing with multiple wires and something like that. I don't know. Yeah, probably color it in. Cool. I haven't pressed the save button in a while, guys. Big mistake. It's been like 15 minutes since the last save button. Like, computer could have crashed. That's the one scary thing about digital drawing, though, is you put all this work into these things into a computer to crash. But, you know, I guess over the years, you learning using computers, you learn to back stuff up and learn my lesson. Okay, this guy. Gonna use the cheat tool. Nope, that was not straight. Maybe bring on the guidelines more time here. Okay. This is one of those ones where I want to turn the drawing. Wrong way. And, yep. Because normally I'd be turning my piece of paper on my desk. It's hard to do opposite arcs. Like from the way that your wrist arcs. If you know what I mean. I just went for that one, huh? Let's see. It's a little easier if you're zoomed out. 1, 2, 3. A little zoomed out. They say to do it with your arm too, and not your wrist. So maybe it actually is better if I go bigger. Let me see if it's easier. 1, 2, right about there. Yeah. That was horrible. It's tough, man. Yeah, maybe a little big. Oh man. Maybe I should take my time with it. That's better, I guess. Almost. Almost. Oh, this is a difficult ellipse. God damn. Alright, here it is. Actually, you know, I want to see the satellite a little more so I don't get... Can't get this ellipse, guys. Ah. That's good enough. I'll take that one. And let's get back to normal here. I guess the satellite has to be in it now after all this, doesn't it? Cool. Gotta attach this. I feel like they wouldn't attach it by a little stick. I think they'd secure it a little more than that. Let's do 4 sticks. And then same on this side. You wouldn't want your solar panels floating away, would you now? I feel like that. Oh, I see what I did. I didn't do that, right? That's what I should have done. Okay. Now we zoom in. It's scary when you zoom in. You can see how sloppy you actually you actually are. There we go. There we go. Now it looks connected. That'll do. I'm getting way too detailed now. Wait till you see how small I turn this satellite. It's gonna be like, wow, why'd you even do all that? It's weird. It's like they almost even make the eraser side of the pen feel like how like an eraser feels. Like, oh, look at that. It's so sloppy. But you won't even see it. You couldn't see it till I zoomed in. That's the thing. Watch. Gone. Sloppy. Clean. Sloppy. Clean. Sloppy. It's all perspective, guys. It's all perspective. Me? No. Never. Never. You've never seen it happen. Until now on the satellite, of course. Well, I would say it's time to color. Oh, yawnies. We don't need our guidelines anymore. Thanks, guidelines. You served us well. We don't need the gesture sketch anymore. Oh, look at that. And you know what? This is wrong. And I'm gonna cheat and fix it. There's just something off about this, like, satellite thing. Let's see, M. And then just do this. Hold. In this particular one, I'm going to do Control T and transform it, because I have to rotate it. And hold by the corner. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, you can change the anchor point. There's this little plus sign here. And if I move it to exactly where I want it to pivot, now watch this magic. Go here, and it's a little off, and I just go boop. Yeah, you can like rotate it however you want. It's almost like your drawing comes to life. Like it's like you can like, it's like your drawing's like building blocks. You can literally grab. This one's like weird to see the right angle for some reason. I feel like it's just gotta be really lined up with that or something. Something. A little more this way. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah. Actually. Glad I zoomed out. It does seem a little more up, doesn't it? Alright, I'll go with that. That's fine. Too excited to color it. Oh, that's tiny. There's this other thing I was looking at I can get that shows you what keys I'm pressing on my keyboard on the screen. I thought that was pretty cool for like video games. You know what? Now I'm thinking that this one's in the wrong spot. Now that I fixed that one. Yeah, it is, ain't it? Well, let's use the magic adjustment tool. Even keep the wires out of it. Control T. And yep. That's so awesome. Move the pivot point. Oh, we got 5 viewers now. What's up? Welcome, new people. Doesn't tell me who giants. So. I wish I could say hi immediately. Let's see what that looks like. Let me zoom back out. It needed to pivot up. Oop, what happened? Transform. There it is. Oh, whatever. I can't stop yawning, guys. Yeah. Even more, I'd say. Even just a little more. Just a little. A little more. See what that looks like. It's looking right. In my mind's eye. We have ourselves a satellite. We have ourselves a satellite. So it's cool when you take the time to outline everything nice like this. Becomes very easy to color. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'll go to my color layer. I'm actually going to label this color. I haven't been labeling my layers. You can choose to be super organized if you want. I do that on big fancy projects because sometimes, I mean, I did an animation that ended up having like 140 layers. You know, when you get to that point, you can put layers into folders, organize them that way. It's pretty cool. Okay. Let's say it's metallic. Let's start with a metallic blue. Blue-gray. See what that looks like. Well, alright, so it's important that you press the right button or that'll happen. So what's cool is these 4 options here. You have refer only to editing layer. So that's why this is happening. So what's happening is it's referring only to the color layer, which doesn't include this satellite. So it's the equivalent of me just doing that and tapping the screen with a fill. But what I can pick is refer other layers, and what it'll do is it'll, even if they're not on the same layer, it'll pretend that it's going to restrain the color. And for some reason, when you put the color on another layer, I don't know why this program does it the way it does, but it does this really cool thing where it like fills it in and kind of thins the line for some reason. Watch. See that? How it like filled in that black line, made it all neat, made it a little thinner. I don't know why it does that, but I just like how it looks. And let's see. I should have all my gaps closed enough. Sometimes when you're filling, you can run into where you fill in the whole screen again. But there's this really cool feature down here in the options where it's called close gap, and basically the lower that this is, the less, the more sensitive the fill tool will be to spaces. So it'll go through really tiny ones. But like, if you're having trouble finding like the missing link, because like MS Paint, like back in the day, the old MS Paint, if you use the bucket tool, and you had a space of 1 pixel, it would fill in. So it's really hard to find. So it's nice, is you can use that close gap adjustment, and it will automatically pretend that the line is filled in. So if I show you what I mean, if I go all the way down, it might. So even still, at all the way down, the gaps are still pretty good here. I can't find one. Let me see. No. Yeah, so, but I'm gonna increase the gap anyway. So you can see there, that's a good example. That's a huge gap, right? That's like how much it's closing that gap right there. And as I turn that down, like eventually it'll go through that in theory. See there, that was one where it got to, there's that space there, see? So close gap is too low in that instance. Go up a few more and it's boom. That's something I gotta fix. Anyway, let's see. I want to neaten up some of these. In the same fashion of the line tool, you can use it with the eraser, which is cool. If you want to neaten up your lines, you just tap the screen where you want the line to start, hold shift, and it will erase in the same way. See that? That's nice. You can like erase the edge of this nice like that. And on the side and clean it up. I just noticed the texture of the fill is a little wonky. There we go. That's fine. Okay. Oops. Okay, so let's just see what's going to be this gray color. Not that, the gray color. Oh, the other cool thing? Cool program thing. If you found a cool color earlier and you don't remember what it was, you go to this little tab here. It's called the Color History tab. And look at that. Those are all the colors that I've used in, man, every project I've done, the last 3 projects. I've probably only used this upper 1/8 here for this project in colors. And they're all there. Every single color you picked the entire time you've been working, you can find it exactly, which is amazing because that's something that's difficult to do when you're actually painting is get the colors back. So I'm gonna go back and find this kind of metallic blue again. A little too much blue in that gray. Too little. There we go. I'm actually gonna bring it away from the ocean colors a little bit more into the midnight colors. There we go. A little darker. Actually, you know what? Because it's a logo, I want it to stand out. I don't want it to go a bit too dark. And then you just fill away. Basically. Oh, you know what? I'm going to make this simple. So all the surfaces facing up will have this color. Easy way to shade. Oh, so what happened here? So there we go. See, so this is where like fill gap needs to be a little more sensitive. See that? It can get a little weird if you gotta play around with the settings. There we go. Let's say that's that color too. This too. This part is so satisfying. When you set it up right, it's like these poles as well. That's the metal. Oh, see, that was a little weird. I'm gonna go back here, go to my pen, and kind of just like make this less. So that's funny. The color is actually over in layer order, the sketch. When you put it under, you'll see the lines will stay thick, but when the color's over it, I just like the effect. It like cleans up the lines. I don't know why. That's not something like I knew. It was something I stumbled across one day, and it just became my digital art method ever since. You always find things like that in the program. Oh, this is the sketch layer, so there we go. Clean that up. Clean that up. Ugh. That was not a cleanup. That was a dirty clean. And that can be erased in there a little bit. I might just save this satellite as a separate drawing quick before I plop it in to the logo universe. Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's under. So I gotta erase. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I don't know what I did, but that looks pretty cool. That was just an accident. Okay. Am I still on the gray color? Nope. History. Boom. There it is. So on this side of the metal, I'm gonna do something that's lighter, like that. Just on this side. So like every side of the box, a different color. It kind of makes like this weird, easy shading illusion thing. Most of the time, unlike now when it's not working, because this line stuff happened. Actually, that worked out pretty cool, almost. I'm just gonna leave it. So there's that. And then we got. Oop, what happened? There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna make the closed gap smaller. There we go. Come in here and I'm gonna darken this line up a little bit. In this case, I'm just going to put it over this layer because I don't care. Oh, that's why. Never mind. Plan A. I almost kind of like the line's not. It's not completely solid. These are looking so terrible. This is why you can't zoom in too much. This is a fancy old satellite. Okay, G. Let's see what else metal we got. Maybe this is too. This little piece of this ring. Oops. Just like that. And then this. Oops. Like that. the same thing for the other sides, remaining sides. Let's make those the darkest ones. We'll go like here. See what I mean? How it just like shades it automatically. It's so good. Oops, didn't do that one. Oh, that's right, because I wanted that to be a different color. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna make this the lighter metal. Cool. Okay. And I'm gonna make this bronze, that like copper. It's not quite gold enough. Still not quite gold enough. There we go. And then lighter. You just keep it consistent with all the colors, you know? Like, not lead enough to make a difference, huh? And just go all the way up. That's good. And then dark. Cool. I'm gonna go to my color history, pick the medium tone of the two. Actually, gonna go with the bright one. And then these. Maybe not. Maybe it's these two colors. That's fine. Okay. Just gonna do those like that. Oop, didn't carry that color underneath. There we go. Cool. Let's make this red. And that red, and that red, and that red, and that red, and that red. And I don't know. Gray green. That's cool. And oh yes, solar panels. They're like dark. They're like that, right? Oh, it's so fun coloring in like that. Looks so like graphic. And so what I was picturing with this ball thing is like, you know how it, I mean, it might be too much, but it'll be all like hexagons or whatever, or diamonds. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep that simple. And it's gonna be the same color as this. Satellite dishes. I guess those would be the blue grays again. Like I'll just pick this color. Or what is it? So let's see if we can keep the same themes here. Oh, that's weird how that's filling it up. Oh, there we go. It's not quite. definitely do the dark gray for the inside of the dish. Yep. And I guess I'll do the gold color. Oops, why is that being all weird, huh? Guess I'll do the gold first. Then the dark gray. Maybe that'll layer better. Yeah, that looks more. If I hadn't. There we go. That'll do. The satellite. Okay. The last thing I'm gonna do is gonna be way too detailed for no reason. Okay. We're gonna get white. And just because I'm having fun, little solar panel lines. Yep, doing it because it looks way too cool already. Don't even care if they're perfect. It was totally worth it putting this overly detailed tiny satellite in my logo, guys. Just saying. This is almost like a style of drawing. It'd be cool to do like a whole, like it'd be interesting to do like a landscape kind of thing and like then do the contour, super inky lines and like fill it in with a bucket tool. I wonder what that would come out looking like. Because I always have everything blended and smooth and stuff. I usually don't go super graphic edges like this. Imagine we zoom out, you can't even see these lines. It's happened. You can just barely see them. It's enough. Alright, there it is. The satellite. Oh man. Okay, so now I'm gonna merge these two layers. I'm just gonna export this as its own drawing. Let's see, satellite for logo. Alright, and now we turn everything else back on, get rid of this layer. Oh, if it lets me. Oh, it did put the menu on the screen again. There we go. And put that away. Cool. And get rid of this. Delete. And show all the layers. Ha! We're back. After all this time. And now basically I can just press Control T and transform this whole satellite piece any size I want. See that? All that detail. Look, can you see all that detail now? What about now? Can turn it. Oh, that's kind of a cool angle. Maybe it... I don't know where to put it. Where y'all think it should go? I don't want to block. I kind of like the upside down. Not quite. Too small, maybe. Seemed right over here more. Out there. You like it up top? Yeah, it's almost like complete like how there's like a moon, like it's almost like a square with each object. Yeah, it does seem right there. So I guess the question is, in front of the head or behind the head? What do you think? That's behind the head? There we have front of the head. Behind the head's kind of cool. Front. Better? Behind? How about that? I feel like I'm close. A little bigger. How about that? Hey, what's up, Cassidy? Thank you. We've been trying to figure out the placement of this satellite. Perfect? Alright. Stephanie says yes. I almost kind of like how the comet goes behind it a little bit there. Curious. I want to darken the background slightly. I feel like it's a bit too bright. A little more black, midnight blue. Ah. That just made everything pop a little bit, didn't it? A little bit more of the space color. Ooh, yeah, that was something it needed. Somehow. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. This will be the new logo, branded on everything. The t-shirts, the mugs, the pencils, the spatulas. Maybe even a little blacker. What does all black look like to you guys? Is that cool too? I feel like space is black, right? Midnight blue only happens on Earth at night. Space is pure black. So it's just pure black. Gotta have the branded spatulas, you know it. I'm gonna make bank on those. I'm getting rich off branded spatulas all day. Yes. See, I'm glad I saved that as a drawing now. This is fun. I love drawing with y'all hanging out. I really do have a good time. Hope y'all have an equal good time in your own way. I think the black really just topped it off there. Here's the other thing you can do too, a little trick. If you find that like one of the things you did doesn't look rich enough, you can duplicate the layer and it just like doubles everything that happened. So Let's see, I find this comment here. If it's even a thing. There it is. Okay. So if I duplicate this comment layer. See how I got a little brighter? You think that second version is better? See that? Ready? So that's not duplicated, and then that's duplicated. I could even duplicate it 3 times, make it even brighter. 4 times, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. That's 7 duplicates of the comment on top of itself. Maybe it's a bit too much. It loses its brighter. Try that, and then what I can do that's the stars. Crunch that down into one layer, and then I'll get my blend tool again and kind of smudge these out again. Yes, yes. I have to remember that leg. Thank you. I'm just smudging this out as much as it'll let me because it looks cool. I think we found the logo, guys. This is it. I'm feeling good about the way this looks. Question is, does that look like a moon still on the left when it's that small? I mean, that's definitely a planet, Jokum. Right? Awesome. I'm gonna lock all these layers so I can't mess it up. And then what we can do is actually just unlock these two and go to our selection tool, ellipse. I just want to kind of get a, nope. So I have to make the canvas bigger once again. Let's see, edit. Canvas size. So that's probably enough. Okay, let me select all of these. Unlock. Control T. Recenter. Do the thing we did earlier. where we delete the stars. The brush setting should still be the same. Yep. And just do those again. Stars are so beefy all of a sudden. There we go. Oh, yeah, take that off. Oh wow. Very sensitive particle size. Can't quite get the stars I had last time. Maybe it was good to have this on pressure. Let's put both on pressure. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted for that. Okay. What happens if the brush is small? Oh, it's even worse. Hardness. Not quite. Still not quite. Okay, 17 is good. 23. So try 19. So that looks good. I feel like they were a tad bit bigger still. 20.5. Let's try that. Nope. 21. Okay, what's 22? $24. That's good. 24 looks about right. $24 it is, guys. Alright. I'll go back to what I was doing before. Lock all of these. Besides the bottom two. And then I'm going to try to just get a visual of this. That's like the Facebook profile. Let's see, roughly. What's the button? Let's see. Nope. It's these buttons are grayed out. Oh. The menu on the other screen again. There it is. And then delete. No. Oh no. There we go. That's like what the Facebook should look like. In theory. Oh my god, these menus on other screens are killing me. Like, what is going on? Alright. There we go. That's nice and centered. And save. 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 Cool. All right. Lock all these. Export. Finished logo. Finished logo. And see. Specify output size. Wow, that's huge. 5,000 by 3,800. That's gigantic. Well, we'll render a full size first. Nice. Sick. We finished it. Alright. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Got the Facebook. Let's see. Pages. And let's see how it looks on Facebook first. Where did I put So many folders. There we go. Oh, it's perfect. It's so centered. Look at that. Oh, yeah. It couldn't have been more perfect. Sometimes I have to adjust it and I go back. I want it to be taking up as much of it as it can be. Nice. One more click. There it is. And boom. I'm surprised it even let me use this gigantic file of a picture. Nice. Oh yeah, so pumped. Alright, and now that's done. We go to Twitch. Twitch profile is the most naked. So here we go. Add profile picture. Oh yay, they have the same tool. Go Twitch. Alright. And there we go. Getting it done, guys. Getting it done. Sweet. Oop. Could not update the profile picture. Please try again later. Why? Oh, there it is. It lied. See? This is why computer stuff can be frustrating. They just lie to you. Oh, we can't update the profile picture, but look, we can update it. Okay, so yeah, it looks good. Go to my channel. Nice. Yep. Shows them live with the thing. Sweet. Oops, I gotta get out of here because now it's playing. Probably heard me echo there for a second. Okay. Twitch is good. And now the YouTube. Let's see my channel. Oh, nice. Nice little button. Change. Yeah. Oh, YouTube is way more simple with it. Oh, can I get smaller? Oh, there we go. Same thing. They do it different. And a little more. There we go. A little more. Okay. Oh man, I'm excited. New logo. Couldn't have done it without all your help. If you weren't there to help me position the satellite, Stephanie. If you weren't there to help me position the Stephanie. Yeah, one more pixel to the right. There we go. There it is. Final answer. Yes. And channel. Yay. Look, I even got a super pro YouTube looking thumbnail. You know how they always look like that. Sweet. YouTube is good. Productive night. Productive night. Cool. So I saved my project 50 times. And I'm going to call it there. That was a blast. I'm so glad to have this logo done. You guys have no idea. Makes me way more amped about everything. Thanks for all your help. And yeah, you all have a lovely Valentine's Day.